Every time a plane takes off, something remarkable happens. Hundreds of tons of metal defy gravity. An entire global network synchronizes, and billions of dollars in invisible infrastructure come alive for a few fleeting hours. But behind this miracle of modern travel lies a brutal reality. Airlines don't just fail, they collapse spectacularly. And when they do, they leave behind stranded passengers, massive debts, and lessons that the industry is still trying to understand. Tonight, we explore the 5 biggest airline bankruptcies and what they reveal about the fragile, unforgiving business of aviation. There was a time when Pan American World Airways wasn't just an airline. It was America's wings. In the 1960s and 70s, Pan Am symbolized freedom, wealth, and global exploration. It flew everywhere. It flew everyone. And it did it with a style the world had never seen. But behind the glamour, danger was already growing. 2 oil crises hit the industry like a tidal wave. Pan Am's costs skyrocketed. Then came the Lockerbie bombing, destroying not just a plane, but the airline's global reputation. And unlike competitors, Pan Am had a fatal flaw. It had no domestic routes to feed its international network. No passengers, no revenue, no future. The reveal. In 1991, Pan Am, the airline that invented international travel, filed for bankruptcy. It was the first sign that yin zat. No airline, no matter how iconic, is immune from the industry's brutality. Pan Am taught the world that prestige cannot survive without profit, and that even legends can fall from the sky. Swissair had a reputation for perfection. Punctual, safe, symbolic of Swiss precision. But perfection comes at a cost. And sometimes, it's a cost no one can pay. The hungry for growth era. In the 1990s, Swissair made a bold move. Instead of expanding slowly, it bought stakes in multiple European airlines, Sabena, Air Littoral, LOT, and more. It was called the Hunter strategy, but it turned out to be more of a trap. The collapse. As each partner airline sank deeper into debt, Swissair had to pay the bill. One acquisition after another dragged the company into financial quicksand. On October 2, 2001, the unimaginable happened. Swissair's planes were literally grounded. Not by regulators, not by weather, but because the airline couldn't pay for fuel. No money, no fuel, no flights. The bankruptcy that followed shocked Europe, and it revealed a lesson that airlines still remember today. Grow too fast, and you won't grow at all. The next great wave of airline bankruptcies didn't come from mismanagement or expansion. It came from the sky itself, in the form of a global economic storm. When United filed for bankruptcy in 2002, it was the largest airline bankruptcy in history. The cause? A deadly combination of rising fuel costs, plunging demand after 9/11, and heavy labor and pension expenses. United didn't collapse because it was failing. It collapsed because the entire world stopped flying. The restructuring. Remarkably, United used bankruptcy to reinvent itself. It renegotiated labor deals, cut costs, and eventually merged with Continental. A fall, followed by a rebirth. In 2005, Delta joined United in bankruptcy court. Fuel prices surged, competition intensified. Low-cost carriers were eating the legacy airlines alive. But Delta had something powerful, the will to survive. It used bankruptcy to restructure, modernize, and finally merge with Northwest Airlines, a decision that transformed Delta into one of the most profitable airlines of the 21st century. The industry reveal. United and Delta showed the industry something new. Bankruptcy isn't always an ending. Sometimes it's a reset button. A painful, expensive reset, but a chance to fly again. Japan Airlines wasn't just an airline. It was a cultural symbol, a source of national pride. But even pride can't protect you from numbers. the cracks begin. In the early 2000s, JAL faced mounting debt, bloated costs, and a complex internal structure that slowed decision-making. Then came the 2008 financial crisis, a global freeze in travel, and rising fuel prices that pushed JAL to the edge. The biggest non-US airline bankruptcy. Ever in 2010, Japan Airlines filed for bankruptcy, the largest airline failure outside the United States. But what came next shocked everyone: the comeback. With government support, ruthless cost-cutting, and a complete restructuring of operations, JAL did the impossible. It emerged from bankruptcy just 2 years later. Leaner, stronger, and unexpectedly profitable. Japan Airlines proved a powerful truth. Sometimes an airline must break to be rebuilt. On September 23, 2019, something happened that no one in modern British aviation had ever witnessed. At exactly 2 a.m., Thomas Cook, the world's oldest travel brand, collapsed, and with it, its entire airline, the empire of holidays. For decades, Thomas Cook Airlines carried millions of tourists to affordable holiday destinations. It was more than a business, it was a tradition. But beneath the friendly yellow logo, the financial walls were cracking. The perfect storm that killed it. Rising fuel prices, weak currency, Brexit uncertainty, and a mountain of debt so tall, no holiday package could pay it off. As competitors offered cheaper flights and more flexible bookings, Thomas Cook remained stuck in an old model: heavy overheads, slow decision-making, and razor-thin profit margins. When the company failed to secure emergency funding, it didn't fade slowly. It vanished instantly. All 150,000 British travelers abroad were stranded. The UK launched the largest peacetime repatriation in its history, Operation Matterhorn, to bring everyone home. It was a dramatic reminder that even long-trusted names can evaporate in a world where the airline business has a zero room for weakness. The truth revealed. What these bankruptcies tell us. So what do these collapses, these giants falling from the sky, actually teach us? The answers are uncomfortable but necessary. 1. Prestige means nothing. Only profit does. Pan Am had glamour. Swissair had perfection. JAL had national pride. None of it mattered. In aviation, pride doesn't pay for fuel. Prestige doesn't keep engines running. Airlines survive by profit, or they don't survive at all. 2. Debt is deadly. Every collapse had a common villain: overwhelming debt. Whether it was Swissair buying too many airlines or Thomas Cook sinking under old financial burdens, the result was always the same. One bad year can push a debt-heavy airline straight into the graveyard. 3. Fuel prices control the sky. Fuel is an airline's single biggest expense. When oil prices surge, profit margins evaporate. United, Delta, JAL, and Thomas Cook felt the same pressure. A spike in fuel prices can turn a stable airline into a bankrupt one overnight. 4. Global crises don't just threaten aviation, they paralyze it. Aviation isn't just another business. It's a fragile ecosystem connected to tourism, economics, politics, and global stability. When something shakes the world, terrorism, recession, pandemics, aviation collapses first and recovers last. 5. Bankruptcy isn't always the end. Some airlines die in bankruptcy, others are reborn. United emerged stronger. Delta became a powerhouse. JAL transformed itself completely. In aviation, bankruptcy is not a tombstone, it is a fork in the road. Every airline bankruptcy is more than a business failure. It is a human story. It's the pilot who suddenly loses a career, the flight attendant who has served millions of passengers, the mechanic who kept the planes alive, the families stranded thousands of miles from home. These collapses remind us how fragile this industry truly is. An airline is not just metal, fuel, and schedules. It is thousands of people, hundreds of decisions, and billions of risks balanced on the edge of a runway. As long as humanity dreams of reaching distant places, As long as we chase horizons, airlines will rise, fall, and rise again. Some will vanish forever. Others will be reborn from the wreckage. But the sky never remains empty for long. This is the story of the aviation world. A world where the ground can swallow even the giants, but where flight always returns.